The way that you go through your life is either going to be in groupthink or more so seeing the world through your own eyes. Now, if you're in groupthink, in effect, that's a form of mental laziness. And what you're doing when you're in groupthink, what you're mentally scanning for is how certain are people of their opinions? How much social proof do they have? So, say that you're looking at a speaker in front of a stage, just like me, but it could be a bad guy, whoever. And you see somebody who's speaking on stage and everyone's listening to them, or there just seems to be this commonly held view that everybody believes. And then you say to yourself, wow, everyone seems to believe this. It must be true. That's called groupthink. Why is groupthink sometimes good? Well, look, I know that I shouldn't jump off this bridge, right? How do I know that? I've never done it. The only way I know for sure is if I try and see if I die or not. But what we do is, let's say, for example, that I would start taking a running leap off the bridge. Well, what I would notice is everybody around me would start looking scared. Someone would just look a bit on edge. Someone would start screaming, and I'd go, wait a minute. I can tell by the way other people are looking, this is a bad idea. That means I am in groupthink, but groupthink would save my life. Human beings are more powerful because we have groupthink to some extent. Lets us not have to learn everything firsthand. But the downside is sometimes the groupthink is just wrong. I can promise you when it comes to health, wealth, relationship, higher purpose, the groupthink is often wrong. So you should assume that anytime you go against groupthink, you have a higher chance of being right a lot of the time in those areas. Or at minimum, they're in a very mediocre mid-range paradigm, okay?